Hi. Today I want to introduce to you another one of my books about coaching. It's called Tales for Coaching. It's in my iPad, so I hope you can see the cover. And it's written by Margaret Parkin. Margaret Parkin has made a very interesting book with lots of tips about storytelling and how it can be used in coaching. The first part of the book is about the context and the history of storytelling as a developmental tool. Storytelling is all about learning. It's all about memory. It's all about gaining insight through the use of metaphors and symbolisms. Of course, it's as old as man, and so this tradition is very, very powerful and is used a lot in the helping professions. Part 1 thus gives the context and the history. Part 2 instead offers over 50 anecdotes, stories, metaphors that coaches can use with their clients. She recommends that you use them either to open a session or as food for thought between sessions, because the story is relevant to maybe what the client is experiencing, or maybe it helps them to look at things in a very different way. So these 50 stories are grouped under 5 categories: problem solving, envisioning, goal setting, imagining the future, empowerment, and self-esteem. So with all these categories, you have different types of stories that are adapted to fulfill some sort of a clarification in these areas. There is a moral to each story, but she does tell you don't have to use them. You may let the client, your coaching client, discover the moral of the story is. And lastly, she also gives some tips on methods that coaches can use to find their own stories, write their own stories, or discover stories that exist in movies, in books, in your own life experience, in the history, family history of family and friends. She gives lots of practical tools for a coach to be able to discover and create their own portfolio of stories. So it's a really enjoyable book, and if you haven't tried storytelling in coaching, I really invite you to try it out. It's really wonderful. Clients love it. They love to learn through symbolism, through metaphor, and they gain a lot of insight by meditating on the stories that you might propose to them. Right, until the next book then, bye-bye.